Day 2, 17 August 2021. Day 2 morning start with a beautiful sunrise. The view from the balcony of our room was somewhat like this. Mount Kinor Kailasha stood in front of us by showing its magnificent form. Yesterday, after arriving in Rikongpyo, we stayed at Hotel Shambhala. The hotel was so very affordable. Here we paid rupees 500 per room per day. Today, our plan was to visit a Chitkul village. Chitkul is the last inhabited village on the Indo-Tibetan border and is located along the Baspa river. It is the last point in India where one can travel without a permit. When we arrived at Rikongpyo last evening, we did inquiry about the bus going to the Chitkul. There is only one HRTC bus are there. It leaves Rikongpyo bus stand at 10 o'clock in the morning and reach Chitkul at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The same bus halt there for 15 to 20 minutes and return to the Rikongpyo again. If we wanted to go by this bus, we would have only 20 minutes to explore the Chitkul. As we wanted to come back again on the same day, we had a big question mark as what to do right now. There is no point to just visit the Chitkul only for 20 minutes. After talking to the owner of the hotel last night, we came to know that there is one private bus for Chitkul at 8 o'clock in the morning, which was supposed to reach Chitkul at 11 o'clock in the morning. If we got this bus, we would get 2 hours to explore the Chitkul, because on the way back we had an HRTC bus. So we decided to catch this bus, got up early in the morning and reached the bus stand. Rikongpyo is a beautiful bus stand located in the foothills of the Himalayas. When we reached the bus stand, we saw a beautifully decorated bus. We were going to the Chitkul by this bus. The interior of the bus was also beautifully carved. It was a very colorful decoration. As soon as we got on the bus, we grabbed the front seat because we knew that this is the right place to explore the beauty of Himalayas. In fact, we were more excited about the road trip than the destination. The bus left the stand at around 8 o'clock. The trip of Spiti Valley had literally begun. As soon as the bus left Rikongpyo, the journey started on a new beautiful road. I had never seen such a beautiful road in my life. Beautiful and terrible too.
The photographs are quilted paths from places we've outgrown.
The bus was quite crowded. When we crossed the Baspa hydroelectric power plant and reached the other side of the valley, the real thrill began. From here, the road goes to the Chitkul along the bank of Baspa river. This road has the most dangerous blind turns where a sudden oncoming vehicle can cause disaster. Chitkul road is infamous for claiming several lives. The low overhanging rocks, narrow roads and blind turns make this road high deadly. One mistake and the vehicle will fall down into the Baspa valley. If not the fall, the collision of the vehicle around the blind turns are truly fatal. This road is so narrow that only one vehicle can pass at a time. If an oncoming vehicle is approaching, then we should have to wait at a certain point where oncoming vehicle can cross the road. And if we accidentally come across a vehicle, then one of the two has no choice but to the reverse. Road maintenance work is also underway due to the falling storms. While the journey was going on, we came across a small goddess temple. The bus halted there and the priest of the temple offered a tilak to everyone. Most likely, he also wished everyone for a safe journey. From Rikongpio, this road take a detour to Kinnor Kailasha mountain to reach a Sangla village. Sangla is a major town in the Basfa Valley, also referred to as a Sangla Valley in the Kinnor district, which is close to the Tibetan border. From the bus stand, you have a magnificent view of the Mount Kailasha in front of you. The famous trek Rupin Pass in the Himalayas start from the village of the Sangla. The bus halt here for 10 minutes and then proceed on its way.
Exchanged in truth and word.
From here, Batsir is a small village a short distance away. Nature has given everything to this region, but as a human being, we fail to understand the nature. The reason is landslide at a Batsiri which rampaged 1 month ago. This terrible video says it all. Nine people lost their lives in this incident. The road was closed for the next 7 days, leaving about 80 tourists stranded. In fact, the Himalayas are like a newborn land. So, whether it is a road development or ongoing hydroelectric project work, all these things are affecting the biodiversity of this land.
Are all we
Work is still underway to remove the remains of the landslide that occurred 1 month ago.
and word.
Leaving the Batsari, the bus once again entered into the beautiful landscape. All the way we were crossing small and big bridges. At 12:30, the bus reached Chitkul. Apart from the other villagers in the bus, we were the only tourists. The village vibe was quite calm. As soon as we got off the bus, we were greeted by the cool breeze blowing in the valley. The atmosphere is fragrant, as there is warm sunlight with cold air. For those who dare to go this historic route, it is nothing less than a pilgrimage. Reaching Chitkul is like reaching the peak of the journey. And why not? Chitkul is such a small and beautiful village which has established a unique identity. We got off the bus and walked around the village. The village is very small with 20 to 30 houses. Most of the houses were made of wood. Due to the COVID pandemic, we avoid going to the temples and other public places in the village. The main attraction in the village is Hindustan Ka Akhri Dhaba and the last post office in India.
Hearts we met.
We roam around the village and had a small meal at the Hindustan Ka Akhri Dhaba. Here you don't have any food choice. You have to eat whatever is available. Today the meal consisted of the dal, rice and the rajma.
I must go alone.
After taking a meal, we walked a little away from the village to spend time with the nature. We saw an HRTC bus coming from the Rikongpio. By this bus, we were going back to the Rikongpio.
क्या है नागस्ती क्या है नागस्ती में क्या बात कर रहे हैं दिखाएगा
वही जा रहे हैं हम।
कितना लंबा है After some relaxing time and photo session, we set off our return journey. We arrived Rikongpio at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Today was our last day in the Rikongpio. Tomorrow we had to leave for the next trip. So, during this period, we also had a plan to visit Kalpa. There was a short of time. We did inquiry about the bus going to the Kalpa at the Rikongpio bus stand and caught the last bus to the Kalpa leaving at 5:30 in the afternoon.
Not
Kalpa is a 7 km away from the Rikongpio and is situated on a hillside at the top of Rikongpio. Arriving in the Kalpa, we set out to visit the most famous suicide point. But as the darkness fell and the suicide point was still 2 km away, we decided to return back.
my reasons right till I come back.
When we reached the Kalpa bus stand, we realized that the last bus had left. So now we had no choice but to go by walk. It was very dark by the time we reached the bus stand. Since the distance from here to the hotel is 6 km, we covered the distance by taking a shortcut through the forest area. Hopefully, we reached the hotel at around 8 o'clock in the evening. We wanted to leave tomorrow for a new place, a new journey.